Rachel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay.
When did you come to Lebanon?
I got here on Friday. No, Saturday. Saturday morning. Yeah.
It's been three days.
3 days. What is time? I don't know. Feels like I've never been here before. And it kind of felt like a city that felt very familiar, even though I've never been here before. So
Beirut.
Good vibes. Yeah.
Where did you go?
Where did I go? I've just been like walking around. I'm staying at the Lost Hotel, so I think I've walked a lot actually. My driver, Charles, was like, oh my God, no one walks this much here. I walked like all the way downtown to the water, like for like an hour, over an hour.
Tell me about you.
Sure. My name's Rachel. I'm Canadian, but I live in New York City. I'm a film producer and a film programmer. I had a film in the festival that I produced, and it was directed by a Lebanese woman who is from Beirut, but she unfortunately couldn't make it. And this is my first film that I produced, so it's exciting that it's screening here.
And what's the title of the movie?
It's called In the Night.
In the Night?
Yes.
It's now showing?
It just screened, at 5:30 just now. Yeah.
So tell me about the movie.
So essentially it's about a couple who have been married for 10 years, over 10 years, and it takes place in around August 2020, September 2020. So it's just it's kind of in peak COVID pandemic lockdown, or coming out of it a bit, New York. And then obviously it's just after the blast in August 2020. And the woman kind of wakes up in the middle of the night. She's been watching the news on repeat in her mind, and it's just going through her mind. And she wakes up her husband, and she kind of is trying to decide if she's still in love with him. And they have these conversations, and he's totally taken off guard because he didn't see it coming, and yet she's been thinking about it for a while. So they kind of talk through their relationship and try to fall back in love again.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah.
Why did you produce this movie?
That's a good question. Well, the director, Shireen, she asked me to work with her on it. It was her script. We met doing our master's program at the New School in New York City. I liked the story a lot. And she had a great sense of ambition and just really a lot of excitement around the story and the project about really accomplishing something. So that was inspiring. So I wanted to work on it with her.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I think that unfortunately I didn't see the movie, but I will check it.
Yeah.
I can do that. I will see the movie.
Yeah.
And we hope you could make it to be the finest, but you said that you're going back to Cairo. What do you have in Cairo?
I'm going to a wedding in Cairo.
Yes.
Yeah, my best friend's getting married. Yeah.
Tell me about your future plans.
Well, I'm working on a couple other projects. I'm finishing up some other short films that are in post-production and in pre-production for a couple of other shorts. I also work in commercial production, so I do a lot of fun stuff for fun brands in New York, which is great, and it's a good challenge. It kind of is a different type of producing because you have to do it really quickly, move really fast. So
it's really different.
It's very different,
from cinema to
it is, and there's a lot more money involved usually, which is kind of nice because you can do. You don't have to run into problems with not having money. So you can get a lot done. But it's also really creative because you're also like given a couple of ideas or an kind of a vibe, and then you kind of have to run with it and deliver something to a client. So that part is really fun because it can be really creative. Yeah.
So going back to New York?
Going back to New York. I'll be in Egypt for a week or just over a week, and then I'm going back to New York,
So let us talk maybe about women.
Because it's a women film festival.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're two women who made this film together, and a lot of women worked in the crew. I feel like the story is also obviously about a woman. It's really her story. It's about her reflecting on her life, kind of later in life, and the impact that all of the world's events can have on your personal life, essentially, as a woman, and the specificity. And yeah, I think there's important to tell more stories like this, especially about women who are, older, who have been married for 10 years, maybe have kids. Like, I feel like a lot of stories are about young women or young people. And sometimes those stories don't get told as often, especially in Hollywood, because Hollywood doesn't like aging. So I think that this is a really important story to tell because it's about an older woman. And yeah, those are the kind of stories I like to tell about women, the ones that aren't seen as often and kind of push through some barriers. So
and the movie is in New York.
The movie is set in New York. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
the couple lives in New York. It's in their apartment.
So how would Lebanese woman reflect to that?
How would she reflect?
Because there is difference in culture.
So she is Lebanese. That's another part of the film. She has Lebanese roots, but she's not really connected to them. So she's feeling like a little bit of a loss once this happens. This thing is happening in the country of which she is from, but she doesn't have a connection. She doesn't speak the language. So she's also struggling in that sense. So it's kind of like a fish out of water, feeling like a little displaced, but also feeling really a strong connection to something and maybe not knowing if you're allowed to have a connection because you maybe haven't been there or, you don't speak the language or it's been a long time. And it was written by a Lebanese woman who left her home and kind of had a lot of, I think, complicated feelings around that. So she tried to reflect that in this character in that way.
So we know about the background of the character.
It's not based on a real person. It's just, I think it's based on real feelings and emotions.
Because you said she's a Lebanese woman.
She is, yes.
So kind of we as Lebanese people can relate.
Yeah.
So what she was suffering.
I think that's what she wanted.
Before she left, because leaving her country is a very serious action in her life.
Yeah, and she hasn't come back since she left. So I think,
You said something interesting that we should always look for new movies like this.
Yeah.
Why, in your opinion? Because you're a producer.
Yeah.
What was something like that can touch you?
I think that a lot of stories, even though if they're not exactly your own, there can be parts of them that you can connect to, and that's really resonating, and that can be really powerful. Oh, it's okay. So I think that's what's kind of reflected in this character in a really powerful way, because it's not really based off the writer's life directly, but the emotional kind of connections and powerful feelings of loss and disconnect, etc. she reflects in this character. So I think a lot of people can connect to that for various reasons, whether it's leaving home, leaving a partner, leaving anything. The feeling of loss can kind of be reflected in any part. So I think it's the small nuances, her feeling like she's trying to connect by speaking Arabic, even though she doesn't really know any words. She just knows Wallah Habibi, and her husband calls her out on it in the film.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
What about any future plans in Lebanon?
I would love to come back because I'm only here for 3 days, so I have to come back soon because I only got to see so much. And I would love to explore outside of Beirut as well. Yeah, it's a really beautiful country. I've wanted to come here for a long time, so I'm happy that the festival brought me here. And
so the festival brought you here, or or it's vice versa?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I guess this film brought me here, working on this film because of the connection it has to Lebanon, obviously. But yeah, it was a secret way to get here. No.
Do you have any Arabic? Are you somehow Arabic? Or?
No, I'm not. I'm Pakistani.
But you look like Arabic people. Yeah, I thought at the beginning that you are Arabic.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you notice that we saw each other today in the same restaurant?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we were there.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. And it's a good. It's good to see you back here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And how about the movies? Did you see any of them?
I just saw the other shorts that were playing in the same program as my short. There was a really good one, Yellow, from Afghanistan that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see anyone.
I think Yellow is a really interesting movie.
Yeah, you saw it?
Yes, they were talking about it.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was really interesting, and it was beautifully shot. Like, it's gorgeous to look at, and it's an interesting story, important story to tell. Other than that, I won't get to see any others because I'm leaving tomorrow, unfortunately. I wanted to see the film screening earlier, but we didn't make it here on time. So
can we delay the wedding?
Should we push it another week? Yeah.
So it was very nice to meet you.
You too.
And you're welcome here in Lebanon.
Thanks.
Whenever you want.
I'll be back.
Yes, of course. And maybe we will see you in the next version.
Yeah, for sure. Next year.
Yes, because
I'll be back.
a woman is powerful.
Exactly.
Anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I think we... do you want to say anything for Lebanese young filmmakers?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think we made this film on like such a shoestring budget, like not very much money. No one really got paid. Just kind of on
this is art.
This is art. It was a collective vision. You know, people saw something in it, and I think like you can make something with very little if you're creative and strategic. And I have learned that like Lebanese people are incredibly strategic and creative. So I just say like, I don't know, if you want to try and make something, you should. I feel like it's possible. It's definitely possible. It can be really difficult, but I think the outcome is definitely worth it. It's really cool to see something run a full course from like the beginning to end. It's very fulfilling. And that feeling is like really powerful and worth all the struggle. So if you're feeling like you're struggling through it, you should just keep doing it because it'll be worth it. Just make stuff.
Did you learn that before the movie or after the movie?
I mean, I guess I always knew, but learned it more so after the movie.
After you're going back to New York and have more money. Yes,
yeah.
but now I think that art is an adventure.
Yeah.
Yes, especially cinema, because cinema we are creating something from nothing.
Yeah, that's very true.
Because we're turning papers to life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's so sweet to have the I don't know what it's delicious.
It's delicious.
The pain is delicious in movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair. Yeah. You kind of forget about it. You forget how hard it is until you do it the next time, and you're like, oh yeah, this is
and
really
all what
hard.
you have is the film.
Yes. The end product.
And the memories that you have.
Yeah. And then you get to go do cool stuff like this, and you make friends. Yeah.
You make friends.
Exactly.
This is life, I think.
Yeah.
I think the best family after our family is the family that we have from cinema.
Yeah, you get really close with people when you work on a set for
it's not like any company.
No. It can be very intimate and intense.
I think when they talk about things that we can't buy by money.
Ah, yes.
I
it's
think
a family you make, and when you make a movie. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's very fun. It can be very fun. Yes. It's special. For sure.
I think that you met a lot of people here. Maybe some of them are teams and some from the team of the festival and other people. I think that you touched the passion that they have.
Yeah.
And even of I don't obstacles that they have
to overcome. Yeah.
Yes. And they're still doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
Because this is. I think that if we don't suffer here in Lebanon, we have nothing to say.
There you go. I mean, suffering does produce good art, so channel it.
Did you like Lebanese people?
I did. Yeah, they're very nice, very lovely, very welcoming. Yeah.
Yes, this is true.
Very welcoming, I'd say.
But they have different culture and something.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Did you eat tabbouleh?
I did. Yes.
What, hummus?
Yes. I feel like I didn't eat enough Lebanese food though, because we've been eating a lot with the festival, and like it's been like different cuisines. I was like, I didn't get enough Lebanese food. Okay. Unfortunately, next time.
And the best food in Lebanon is?
Oh, good question. I don't know. Probably just, hummus is probably the best here.
No,
then it's
no,
going to be
kibbe.
Yeah, I guess.
You know
I didn't
kibbe?
have it here, though. I've had it, but not here.
Next time.
Next time. Yeah, I've had it in New York.
You know, kibbe, they used to do it, our grandmothers.
Oh, yeah?
They used to do it by the stone.
Oh.
They put the meat.
Yeah.
And they start. And then they put with it. I don't know what.
That's what's
in English, what do they say? It's kamoni.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like by the gestures. Oil. Yeah, they put the olive oil and salt and then onion, right? Yeah.
I think that we have to go and eat now after this.
Yeah, we're hungry now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was very nice to meet you.
You too.